Hello and welcome to the Monthly Review for May 2020. I am Jonathan Moore, the lead game designer for Evil Pig Productions. I am joined today by Gil, our resident artist.
Monkey with a brush.
Monkey with the brush, as I so eloquently put it yesterday. What were we doing right there? We were playing Minecraft, I believe, right?
Yes, we were.
No, we were just chilling out playing Minecraft. So, just to go over some of the things that we've been doing, because of course that's what we do during our monthly review, is go over what we've been doing. I have been working on the terminal velocity animations. They are all done now. All of them. All finished. Now, I'm pretty sure that whenever I see them in the game, I might have to edit them some more, but as far as I can see right now, everything is perfectly fine. Now, for the coding, on the other hand, Ian's computer has decided to turn into a toaster instead, and so now he's having to fix that. Everything should be fine. However, I will say that I could not push my updates to the GitHub, so I don't know what's going on with that. The compiler is having issues. Ian knows what's going on with the compiler inside of Unity, but not with the compiler that's inside of GitHub. So we have no idea what's going on with the Git right now. We need to figure that out. I'm pretty sure that we'll probably figure it out whenever Ian gets his new computer, which should be pretty soon. He said that the last thing that he needs to do is get his motherboard, which is, of course, you know, the thing that you're going to primarily need for a computer.
I mean, that's the computer.
It is the computer. It's true. That is the computer. It is the motherboard. So I'll be waiting for him for that. And after he gets that, we'll more than likely just have a long session of looking at GitHub, looking at Unity, trying to figure out everything, and getting everything to work so that way I can actually look and see how the game is functioning with all the animations and all the animated controllers and the player controller and, you know, all the fun stuff that actually makes it a game and not just something to look at whenever you load up an engine.
And make sure it doesn't crash your phone when you play it.
Yes. Well, we haven't even moved on to that yet. We still need to make it a game first.
That's a fair point.
Yes.
I can do play testing, but that's about it.
So yeah, we're going to be doing that.
Monkey with brush.
Yes, monkey with brush. I do know that we've also been working on Primus Star stuff. Gil has been looking at making an entire solar system right now.
The Xeon sector and all 6 solar systems within it.
Oh, yes. Is it 6? Is it only 6?
6.
Okay, then.
Shoot,
Good.
I can pull it up right now.
Could you imagine if there was more?
I mean, the thing is, the other ones, I feel like it'll be a bit simpler, because those ones are... I want to make the Xeon sector very interesting while creating it, simply because it is the most unexplored region.
Yeah.
So what I would envision is we give the players a small blurb, or we give the DM a small blurb that they can read to the players. That's the general knowledge, and then we can write, oh, here's what actually is on the planet for the DM, so they don't have to put forth too much creative effort. Obviously, they can change it if they want. But
of course.
Like, hey, here's what could actually be happening. But so far it's just
7. There are 7 solar systems.
7?
7.
Oh wait, no, that's right. 7. I'm not counting the black hole.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're not counting the rift.
Because that's not a solar system.
Yeah, that's just it's the black hole.
That's the rift.
That's fair enough.
It does not have the solar part of system. It's just a system.
It's true.
Black hole system?
A sector. I mean, that's literally... I mean, it's a sector inside of a sector.
Russian nesting doll of sectors.
It's true.
No, but so far I've gotten a basic description of the Zyx beta system. I realized halfway through naming all of them that I can't use the typical alpha, beta, gamma, delta. I can't use that typical naming system because I got to the second planet and I called it beta Zyx beta, and I was like, that doesn't sound right.
I mean, it could be beta XB.
See, that's what I thought about putting, but then but right now I've just changed it to 1xb, 2xb, 3xb, 4xb. I used your dice system for randomly generating the numbers,
Yeah.
and I'm deciding how they all work. The one interesting planet I've decided is that the very first planet is going to be incredibly small and dense, made majority of graphite and other forms of carbon,
Okay.
meaning what we would call coal, and there may or may not be diamonds in the center.
Very
It's incredibly
interesting.
close to the sun, so it would be hard
Yeah.
to harvest.
I would
Uh,
imagine that there's probably a whole lot of people who want to go and harvest from that planet, though.
yeah, but actually I wanted to suggest it to you. I'm thinking about adding a massive asteroid belt into the Xeon sector. That makes it hard to travel through.
That is completely fine. I mean, if you can look
That's
at the Zion sector, there's already, I mean, all the sectors, they all have big asteroid currents that are
it
flowing
does.
through.
Maybe I'm just blind.
It's I mean, they're small. You can see kind of if you,
I see. I see.
yeah.
I may have just overlooked them. That's probably what I did.
But yeah, those are the main currents of asteroids.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking that would make more sense why it's harder for other people to actually navigate the system besides just the Volpa.
hmm
And then writing brief descriptions for. I believe I'm making it 2xb or 3xb. I'm making the main base planet of the Volpa in the sector, and it's the only one that is more similar to Earth. Has 3 large oceans and then 4 incredibly large continents,
Okay.
and it's the only one with a hospitable atmosphere. Another. Then there's one other planet that's mostly rock based. That's the graphite one. Then I think I also. Then there are 3 gas giants and 1 water planet, which is covered in sulfuric acid with a core of granite and other hard minerals. There's no reason to go to that planet unless you just want to get rid of a body.
Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta get rid of a body. Especially out in space. Well, I mean, if you're out in space, you can just, throw the body out in space.
This is. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get rid of a body if we're talking about in that. If we're talking about this far into the future.
Yeah, I mean, just try to get away from all of the civilization and throw it out into space.
Detective, we had another cold case come up. We found a body floating in space.
Not again. I mean, how would that even work? How would the police system even work? And I feel like it would just be in certain, like, civilizations and certain cities and everything. And
I
then
would think it'd probably be on a planetary level.
yeah, on a planetary level, and then as soon
If they
as you
have
leave that,
fast enough travel, maybe solar system.
maybe solar system.
But that would require near instantaneous transmission between areas.
Yeah.
Now that's an interesting thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
We need to design a law system.
Well, I mean, the Republic has a law system. They have law systems on the Republic station, and I just never thought about it being, because I always thought about it being like the Republic controls this specific sector and everything. But it's probably only really the planets on the sector is what they actually, make sure that everyone's following the laws. As soon as you leave space, I mean, if you're inside of a sector and you do a crime, more than likely, there's going to be Republic ships to come and apprehend you if you're actually caught. But it's more of like a Wild West scenario.
Oh, I pulled up my document for the planets I've read. I was wrong. I made the first planet. It's a gas giant that, as it becomes denser, it's mostly carbon, and it becomes dense enough to form graphite at the very core and potentially diamonds. But you'd have to basically swim through carbon, and that wouldn't be that good.
I mean, that would be fun.
Not when it's so close to the. Oh, I don't know how close it would be to the sun. I also kind of wanted to make solar systems with multiple suns, but I'm not. I haven't caught myself up enough on astrophysics to know how that affects planetary rotations.
I'm not totally sure. I believe that there's actually a few in here that are binary systems.
Yeah, there are a few solar systems that we've observed in real life, I believe, because I've had the discussions with my roommate who was an aerospace engineer major, and we'd have stupid conversations at night. One of which was, what would my body have to be made out of for me to be a hinge to German suplex the Adamantoise from Final Fantasy 15?
Interesting topic. But no, in the Zion sector, there's actually a binary system, ADLA.
ADLA, okay.
Yeah, it is a orange star and a red star. And technically, the Rift is also kind of binary. It's just a black hole, and there is a. It looks like it is a dwarf star that orbits around the black hole.
I may have to add that into the drawing then. Oh, now I see I zoomed in really hard on the map, and now I see the asteroids.
Mm-hmm.
But at first I couldn't see them because I could only zoom in so much. Okay. I need to take a screenshot of it and then zoom in further. Oh, because now I can see the suns.
Yep.
Yeah, Elda has the yellow and the orange. Xenox has the yellow, green. Zydex Beta only has the one. Well, that's convenient. I only put one. Oh, well. But, yeah. Then my thoughts for the art I do for them is just create tiny little... I'm thinking either one, if you were to look at the planet from far away, so it's like a marble, or I'm thinking about doing an unraveled view, kind of like we have for our Earth, where it's kind of like the Band-Aid shape.
Yeah.
That you would then wrap around a sphere. Thinking about doing that. I don't know which one to do yet, though.
Interesting. I know from me with Primastar, I still need to go through and make the last of the sectors. If I remember correctly, I'm not too far off from the end. Let me look real fast just to make sure. In fact, let me go to my handy dandy World Anvil link. If you guys don't know what that is yet, I'll go ahead and put in the description of this video. First on Patreon, then on YouTube whenever it actually gets released. You guys on Patreon get it a month early. Lucky you.
It's the easiest way to figure out anything about Premise Star, besides owning the book.
It's true. And speaking of that, I need to also continue working on Primus Star 2nd Edition. Primus Star New Frontiers. That game so far has been fantastic. It has been a blast to actually play and everything. The first Primus Star... I want to say that I would divvy up the Primus Star 1st Edition is for the people who want more math, because I know that there's quite a few people who like dealing with math in those kinds of games.
That would be me.
Yeah.
I like rolling a bunch of dice and then doing a calculation and then being like, yes, I made a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, it's a lot of math in the first Primus Star. Second Primus Star, it's more... I streamlined it more. It is way more streamlined to a point where... I want to say even new players to any kind of tabletop RPG would have an easier time of just getting into the game.
So it's more similar to what they did with D&D 5th Edition.
Yes.
Simplify it down.
It is much more simplified, but I did not sacrifice any of the complexity. It's simple but complex. It's hard to explain.
It's a high learning curve.
Yes, we could go with that.
It's like rocket jumping.
God, I hate rocket jumping. I can never get it down.
But it's simple with a very high learning ceiling. Also, the 2nd Edition is where my work will first be seen.
It is true. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sectors left to do.
The maps?
Yeah, for the maps.
And then we have to start adding all of the classes and races as articles, right?
Yeah, that'll be the next
I
step.
can start. If you want me to, I can start working on that a little bit. 'Cause that's just transferring.
No, that's fine. You focus right now on the solar systems, or the systems.
Got it.
More than likely, the next...
Sector, I'll pick up another.
Yeah, once we're done with that. More than likely, the next sector that I want to work on is... I feel like I might actually work on the Bahamut sector. With the Drac.
I think I'll just go from the bottom of the list up.
Okay.
I'm horrible at picking things normally, so I'm just gonna do it like that.
I mean, that's fair. That is completely fair.
And come up with some weird organics that live on these planets. Or not organics. Organics is a term for sentient. Weird creatures that live there. Some of which may be carbon-based life, which means to breathe they have to eat rocks and then breathe out sand. So if they're a carbon-based life form, or sorry, not carbon, silicon. Sorry. Silicon functions similarly to carbon, but it's more stable. But because it's more stable, it forms less bonds than carbon does. That's why carbon is really good for organic life forms. But you could have a silicon life form, but a silicon life form, how would they get oxygen? Well, perhaps they digest the oxygen out of minerals, and then they would have to barf up sand.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I was watching a video. God, I cannot remember it right now for the life of me. It was talking about how silicon-based life forms could work. I don't know. Interesting thought. Also, it kind of just gives you more description of the Gorons from The Legend of Zelda.
Are you suggesting that the Gorons are silicon-based life forms?
Well, they eat rocks for sustenance.
Yeah, but maybe they're just really, really hungry.
Eat other carbon-based life forms. So...
Okay, you have a point. Maybe.
Look, I'm an art monkey with who's studying biology. It's a bad combo.
So I do know that with the silicon-based life form, that is going to be good knowledge to have whenever we're working on the Tebet sector, primarily for the Prisman, because they're silicon-based life forms.
Lovely. I'll start doing my research. Despite organic chemistry starting this week. Oh, God.
Are you actually doing well so far?
Well, it starts tomorrow. So currently, I'm doing great.
Sweet. Fantastic.
You can't be losing a race if it hasn't started yet, right?
I mean, there's always the preparation. Have you been researching before? Preparing your mind.
Sure, if watching video essays on YouTube's count.
Sure.
I'm worried about it, but I'm not worried about it.
Alright, that's good. I feel like going into something not being super worried about it has helped me every single time whenever I'm going to something that I feel like I should be worried about. Because if you feign confidence, everybody else is going to think that you're confident, and they're not going to know that you're feigning it.
90% of success is faking it.
It's true. You just go for it. Don't worry about everyone else. Life is short.
That's how I became chairman of my club. I acted like I knew what I was doing, and now I know what I'm doing.
There we go. Exactly. I feel like that's a thing that happened with, a whole bunch of people in places of power. It's just they acted like it, and then they got there.
Oh no, it's gonna get political. Oh no. Oh God, not this.
Oh, and before that happens, I know.
What do you think about? No, we're not going there.
As well as all the stuff that we've been working on with Evil Pig Productions, I have also been doing a lot of commission work for other clients. I've been doing animation work, artwork, things like that. Primarily for another streamer, because I'm also streaming now. If you haven't checked it out, it is twitch.tv/Evil Pig Productions. Come and check it out. We stream usually Wednesdays through Saturdays. So
I'll probably be in the chat.
he will more than likely be in the chat. He's one of the moderators. And if you want to find out anything from Belgium, another one of our moderators, Jawbreaker6, he's also probably going to be in chat. Possibly. Sometimes he isn't. He's in Belgium. So, I mean, we stream at widely different times. Yeah, so we've been working on a streamer's intro screen, BRB screen, outro screen for Twitch as well as YouTube. Also working on their icon. We are working on some of their emotes, not too many of them. I know that she has an entire list for me to work on. I'm busy. I'm busy with some other clients. I know that she's also trying to get some other people to come to me for animation work and other work such as that. And hey, if you guys listening to this need anything done for artwork or animation work, go ahead and let us know. You should contact us over at myevilpig.com and go to the contact tab. Just press on that and then send us a message. Tell us what you need, and we will send a message back to you, and we'll discuss pricing and everything. I know that we have a flyer up on our Facebook and Twitter as well right now, so if you need to know what prices are, they're all up there. But yeah, it's been fun working on that though. I mean, I feel like I have learned a lot more about animation actually going forward with it than I did while I was in college. But I think that's just the common thing, right? Experience is more helpful than sitting down in a classroom. What do you...
Yes.
Yes?
Especially when it comes to creative outlets. There's only so much you can learn from a book.
Yes. That is the end of the statement.
Out there.
Oh no, I don't think you cut out.
Yeah, and I'm more than down to help with those as well. Not so much the animation side because I haven't learned that yet, but you know.
Okay then. I will say the animation is fun.
I've done a few backgrounds for stuff of people in college. Like, I would make about $5 a pop making phone backgrounds. Made a total like $25 once. It's a great profit.
Incredible. How long does it usually take you?
Probably like a day. Not the whole day, but like I sit down, you tell me what you want. Like one person wanted a Warhammer themed one. So I created that. I asked somebody what they wanted, give me their primary colors that they want, and I designed it similar to like the style of Persona 5, if you know how that kind of looks.
Yeah.
With all of the very angular shapes.
I believe you actually showed me that.
Yeah, it's one of the ones I'm pretty proud of because I would do those in Photoshop Paint during class instead of listening.
Oh my god.
Don't do that, kids.
Yeah, don't do that.
Pay attention to your physics lectures. Like me. An A in the class, but don't be like me.
Actually, pay attention in class. Don't spend your time trying to. You know what? Actually, that's very. I feel like that's very capitalist of you. Not paying attention in class and instead focusing on doing some entrepreneurial work to get some more money.
And still getting enough grades in the class to pass.
Boom! There we go. Our forefathers would be proud. Oh my god.
The only way I was able to pull it off was since I took AP Physics 1 and 2 in high school. But I didn't end up getting the college credit for them, which is some BS because I got 2s instead of 3.
Well, I will keep your little, I guess, offer in mind with the whole Evil Pig art, because I'm pretty sure that whenever the more and more commissions come through, I'm going to need help with finishing commissions and things like that.
It'll just be the volume.
Yeah. So I'll keep you in mind for that, and that'll be fun.
Maybe we can make that. Maybe we can make one of those small phone backgrounds a Patreon tier.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Tiny little. Because it's not super hard to produce.
I've seen that phone backgrounds aren't really that difficult.
Yeah, and they're more relaxing than anything. Because you can just... It's not me creating a whole planet and having to do, like, 15 layers. For once.
No, that's what the phone background's gonna be.
It's all layers?
Yeah, it's all layers.
Every line is on a different layer? Just to make you hate your life?
Yeah.
Oh, no. We get commissioned. I want you to make this phone background, but I want every line to be on a different layer, and you have to send the Photoshop file at the end.
Yeah, please. I want to make sure that you actually did this properly.
God, that's like those super specific requests on pizza delivery.
You know, I am proud to say, and I'm happy to say that I've never put in a request that's super specific. Usually I never put in any request. I just ask for pizza. Just please give me the pizza.
The only request I've ever done is like, I've said, hey, only on one half. Because I don't like olives, but everyone else in the household likes olives.
Well, see, that's I feel like a normal kind of request, though.
Yeah. I've known people who are like, draw a Pikachu on the box, and I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this to these people?
Because someone made it popular online, and so everyone else saw that, and now they want to be popular like them, so they do the same exact thing.
Exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm. People.
Pizza.
You know what? Pizza does sound pretty good.
I had one earlier today. I had an oven pizza. I want another one.
All I have right now are bagel bites. Tiny
bagel bites
pizzas.
Are not satisfying enough to satisfy the urge for pizza.
No, they are not. But I mean, they're
too doughy.
They're something at least, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, going back to artwork. Another thing that we're doing, it's not really commission based. It is actually based on Patreon. All of our patrons will be getting a Pigblin. So you're going to be getting your own little cartoon character Pigblin to represent you in the Evil Pig community. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fantastic. My wife's calling me. I just hung up on her. Hopefully she's not too angry with me. I'm busy. I'm busy doing a podcast right now. I think she may have sent me a message. Let's see. No, she didn't send me a message.
You were talking about me being in the doghouse the other day.
I mean, to be fair, aren't we all in a doghouse constantly?
Well, my dogs do live in the house with me, so I guess you're right.
If your dogs live in the house with you, you're constantly in the doghouse.
Truly, we live in a society.
Yes, thank you. Fantastic. I have designed the Pigblin, though. Do they look good? They look like a sketch. I sketched it out with a Sharpie last night while I was watching the Sonic movie for the 5th time, I believe.
I still haven't seen it.
I believe I watched it for the 5th time. Maybe the 6th time. Not totally sure. All I know is that I've watched it many, many times now.
Have you speedrun it? Watched it at twice the speed? Gotta go fast.
I have not. You know, I feel like maybe I should do that. Or maybe it should be anytime... I should do a video where anytime Sonic appears on camera, the film... Yeah, the film goes faster. Like, it's like 10% faster.
Congrats, it's gonna be a 36-minute... It's gonna be 36 minutes.
I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be shorter than that.
I didn't do the math.
But I guess it would have to be anytime Sonic appears in frame. So if he stays in the frame and everything, then it doesn't get faster. But as soon as you look away from Sonic and then go back to Sonic, that's whenever the speed up occurs.
So every time it's a new appearance of Sonic.
Yeah, every time it's a new appearance of Sonic, the movie gets 10% faster.
You could do a worse version of it. You could do what Jack's Films did, but with the entire movie. You can do a frame-by-frame analysis of every frame of the Sonic movie.
Oh God, no.
He did that with the Minions trailer. Or sorry, no, the Boss Baby trailer.
No.
It was an hour and like 30 minutes. Did I watch that entire hour and 30 minutes? You're damn right I did.
Oh my God.
A little bit.
No, I don't have the time for that. I don't have time to watch an hour and 30 minutes of every frame for the Boss Baby movie.
No, not just the movie, the trailer.
Yeah, that's right, the trailer.
Even longer.
Yeah, if it was every frame of the movie, it would be like days.
You could watch One Piece before it finishes.
Yeah, anyways, going back to the regular thing. No more tangent on that. I will be releasing the base design for the Piglin on Patreon here soon. Not totally sure when. I know I need to actually convert it to a digital art. More than likely, this Piglin is just going to be like... I feel like it's just going to represent me. I feel like it's going to be the me Piglin. And then everyone else, I'll base it off of... your icon, or if you wanted to, you can always just send me a message through Patreon if you're a patron and tell me what kind of Piglin you wanted, things like that. You know, your Piglin Sona. Design your Piglin Sona.
Oh no.
What's wrong, Gil? Why are you saying oh no?
I'm imagining a fursuit of a Piglin now.
No, it's like, they're like goblins. It wouldn't be a fursuit, it would just...
Imagining...
It'll just be a costume. Come on, Gil. Stop thinking about furries.
They've infiltrated my mind. You're the one who said ooh in the Discord earlier. Don't tell at me.
Alright, anyways, so that's going to be going on Patreon. I know that I also am going to be releasing the animations for some of the enemies from Terminal Velocity on Patreon here pretty soon as sneak peeks. I don't know if it's going to be today or tomorrow, but I know it's going to be soon. Tomorrow is actually, we're going to be streaming again. It's Wednesday. Apparently we're not going to be playing D&D. We were thinking that we might be playing a D&D session for stream tomorrow. If you guys haven't heard, we're going to be streaming a D&D comedy session called Dicey Heroes, and it's going to be including me as the GM, Pipsy, The Last Mimsy, Uncle Vibio Game, and a new addition, it will be including Marissa Games. If you haven't checked her out, she is also on Twitch, so go and check her out. She's fun. She usually does Minecraft.
You can see me in quite a few of her streams. If
It's
not
true.
Minecraft, it's Sims mostly.
Oh, it's mostly Sims?
Or Dauntless.
Or
Oh,
Dauntless.
it's like Dauntless, Minecraft, Sims. Oh, and recently Stardew Valley because she just got
Yeah, she just started Stardew Valley. I remember that. I was actually on her first Stardew Valley stream watching her a little bit.
and Terraria if I can ever convince her to play it.
I haven't played Terraria in a while now. That's weird. So she usually she has Dauntless. I feel like I like Monster Hunter more than Dauntless. Not gonna lie.
I believe she would also agree with you, but she doesn't have Monster Hunter because that's money.
It's true. It is money. I mean, isn't Dauntless money?
No, Dauntless is... Oh, wait, no, Dauntless is only $10.
Okay, then. And Monster Hunter is like the $60 game because it's a AAA game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then.
Dauntless is $10.
It
It's
might
some
be.
amount of money.
It is some amount of currency that we can exchange for goods.
Capitalism, ho.
Woo! Ah, gotta love it. Alright. Honestly, with everything that we've just been over, I don't think that there's really anything else. Because I've talked about what we're going to be releasing on Patreon here pretty soon. I talked about the Piglins, which I am really excited about, guys. I'm actually really, really excited about the Piglins. I feel like it's going to be really cool. I want to do a yearly snapshot of all the patrons, of all their Piglins interacting with each other. And I feel like,
Fun.
I feel like that would be really awesome. It'll just be a really snapshot released at the end of the year, of course, the last month, and it'll just show all of the current supporters for that year. All just
Christmas card.
Yeah, it'll be like a Christmas card. They'll all just be hanging out with each other. Yeah, it'll actually be in Christmas. So maybe it'll be a Christmas card. They'll just make it the Christmas card. All the piglins will be gathered around the what would they be calling their I don't know what we have to think of an event for them. What piglins would celebrate instead of Christmas.
Um.
We'll figure it out. Don't worry, guys. We'll figure it out.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse?
Apocalypse.
So like an apocalypse, only it's apocalypse.
Yes. I'm totally not stealing that from my club, what we call a cookout.
Oh. We'll think of something, guys. Don't worry. We'll figure out something. Yeah, I am really excited about the Piglin stuff, though. With Terminal Velocity, I don't know the time frame with Ian right now, with Gwen. I mean, he said that he should be getting his new computer here soon, but he didn't say, like, when soon is.
I would say by the end of next month. At most, right?
I feel like, I mean, at most by the end of next month. I feel like it should be by the beginning of next month, if anything.
Because we still got a week of May. Well, a less than a week, but close to a week.
Yeah, it's close to a week. It's close enough.
Closer to a week than less than a week.
That's the other thing. Since we're not doing the D&D stream tomorrow, guys, with Dicey Heroes, we are going to be doing, more than likely, Halo. So, check out that tomorrow. I believe it's going to be at 8. On that note, Gil, is there anything that you want to end off the podcast with? I was about to call it a stream.
No, we don't. I mean, we could stream the podcast. I don't think that would be as interesting.
No, we shouldn't stream. If we did that, then the Patreon thing wouldn't make any sense. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't really think of anything to end on. I'm excited to make more for Primus Star 2 Electric Boogaloo.
New Frontiers is what it's called. But you know what? Maybe I should look into changing the name to Electric Boogaloo. Maybe I should do that.
That'll be its design name.
Yeah.
Like how the GameCube was called the Dolphin.
I always found that interesting. Like, why the Dolphin? Why do they go with that?
I don't know, because it squeaks.
Does the GameCube squeak?
I have no idea why that relates to a GameCube.
I'm thinking, like, I don't think that any time I played a GameCube I've ever heard it squeak. I guess unless it's reading the disc, then it makes that little whirring noise. But is that really a squeak? I feel like that's something else.
You know what? It has an openable top, just like a dolphin.
I think. Now hold on a second. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the dolphin's blowhole is always open, or is it like a sphincter?
No, it can't always be open, or else they get waterlogged underwater.
It's true. Unless they're just really good. I think it has to be a sphincter. I love saying the word sphincter because then people think about something else, but no, that's literally what the term is for that like kind of
sphincter. As the Borderlands quest calls them.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna look this up. Dolphin blowhole.
Careful, turn on in private browser. I'm glad to see we're ending it on a tangent.
Oh yes.
That's how it should end.
It's always ending on a tangent, especially with dolphins. Come on, I don't want to read an entire article. Just tell me about the blowhole.
Yes, here at Evil Pig Productions, we do our research into sphincters.
Technically, it is a nostril.
Well, I knew that because it's the modified holes. It just slowly moved up the forehead.
Yeah. But it doesn't say that.
The nostrils aren't what close. It's the flap inside your throat that closes.
Mm-hmm. So it'll be a flap that closes inside of theirs.
But isn't that technically still a sphincter?
No, a sphincter is something that opens and closes in a radial kind of way. This would be something that, like, flaps open and closed.
What about a flappy sphincter?
That's not a thing.
It sounds bad, though.
It does sound bad. It sounds something like I don't want to...
Flap.
Sounds like something that I don't want to talk about or even end on. So, guys, just think about dolphins and blowholes and them squeaking. And apparently that's how they named the GameCube, because it squeaked based off of what Gil said.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Don't you know?
So, guys, I cannot wait to actually draw you all as Pigblins. Like I said, send me all the info that you want to. If you want to, just comment it on this stream on Patreon. Go ahead. A stream. I said it again. On the podcast on Patreon.
Stream on your head.
Oh my god. I have been streaming so much, guys. I mean, technically, I guess I have.
Streaming.
Yeah, it's true. You don't stream that much right now, though, correct?
That's because the only games I would like to stream are Spider-Man or Persona. And I don't want to stream Persona because that'll spoil the game for people.
It's true. It is true. It is a fun game, though.
Persona is the story.
It is a fun game, though. I still feel like the first boss is the best boss.
We can debate this at another time without...
On that note, guys, we're going to go and end the podcast here. This has been the Month in Review for May 2020. I have been Jonathan Moore, the lead game designer.
I've been Gil, the monkey with a brush.
That is his actual title. And an Evil Pig, I'm gonna have to put that in the Primus Star New Frontiers credits.
Just a photocopy of my face.
Yeah, just a photocopy of your face with a monkey with a brush underneath it. It'll be fantastic.
That's my actual name.
On that note, guys, though, thank you so much for watching. We will be back here next month, and if you wanted to, like I said, check out the Evil Pig stream. It is Wednesday through Saturday. You can check out what times exactly on the twitch.tv/Evil Pig Productions. And also just going on to Twitter or Facebook. Twitter primarily, because that's whenever we update, right whenever we're about to stream. So thank you so much, guys. Until next time. See ya.